Good morning, everyone. Today, October 26, 2023, we will be conducting a pre-bidding conference for 8 infrastructure project. But before we start, may I call Engineer Charles for a prayer.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today, asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this pre-bid conference. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group and nurture the bonds of the community. Help us to be good examples of honesty, integrity, justice, and discipline. Fill us with your grace, Lord God, as we make decisions that might affect the officials, employees, and clients of DPWH. And continue to remind us that all we do here today, all that we accomplish is for the pursuit of truth, for your greater glory, and for the service of humanity. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
For our roll call, I, Rinaldo Faderogaya, back chairperson.
John Lefort, back member.
Teresa Lilitas, member.
Marilyn Bantang, TWG.
Julian Marie Evangelio, TWG.
Lani Manato, TWG.
Jenny Andres, TWG.
Charles Darren Marinti,
Lisa Dalisa, back secretariat member.
Maru Hadahan, back secretariat member.
Okay, so I declare a quorum for this procurement activity. Any representative from? Yeah, okay. So our first project is for pre-bidding conference. Contract ID 23EH0171.
Good morning, Emily.
Hi, good morning.
Elmer Tolentino, member.
Ito ang mga sa grupo. Good morning. So for rehabilitation of DPWH, gymnasium, and laboratory building with Joy Dondong. With an APC for this contract is 6,355,800 pesos. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. Size range, small b. License category C and D. Largest single project, more than 15 million, and the allowable range of contract cost is up to 30 million. For major category of works, BICWOPLC, building construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame. So the similar categories of work that shall be considered in the evaluation of the work experience required for the contract to be bid: building construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame. Building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame driven piles. Building construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. So this must include the structural component of both substructure and superstructure. So the source of fund is from EL 2023. The next project is rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridge, Diego Salvador Bridge along Sibuyan Circumferential Road. With an ABC of 1,469,199 pesos and 47 centavos. So for the Lands and Program Award, we will check it one by one na lang after the. So the required pickup license for this contract is as follows. Size range, small b, license category C and D, largest single projects more than 15 million, the allowable range of contract cost is up to 30 million. For major category of work, bridge, rehabilitation, concrete, superstructure with driven piles. The following are the similar categories of work that shall be considered in the evaluation of the work experience required for the contract to be bid. Bridges, construction, concrete superstructure with driven pile. Bridges, retrofitting, concrete with driven piles. Bridges, construction with board piles. Bridges, rehabilitation with board piles. Bridges, construction, concrete. Bridges, rehab, concrete, and bridges, rehabilitation, retrofitting. For qualifiers, should include major structure components of both substructure and superstructure. For 24 EH 0026, construction, rehabilitation, upgrading, rehabilitation of drainage along Sibuyan Circumferential Road, K0037 plus 851.99 to K0038 plus 154, then 0038 to 89.58 to 0038 plus 749. This is as per actual. Then K0037 plus 851.99 to 38 to K0038 plus 133, K0038 plus 289.58 and 38 plus 949.57 as per RBIA. This has an ABC of 7,176,539 pesos and 68 centavos. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. Size range, small b, license category C and D, license, largest single project up to 15 million, allowable range of contract costs up to 30 million. The major category of works involved in the contract to be bid: flood control construction, dust drainage, closed and open conduits. So for similar categories of work, road construction, PCCP, for roads construction, asphalt, road rehabilitation, PCCP, road rehabilitation, asphalt, water supply, level 2 and 3, construction, pipe water with communal or private water point, flood control, hydraulics, drainage, flood control, hydraulic dams, flood control, hydraulics, river control. So, qualifiers must apply for this contract, must include major structural components of both substructure and superstructure. For contract ID 24E80027, construction, upgrading, rehabilitation of drainage along Tablas Circumferential Road. With K0056 plus 00 to K0057 plus 096 as per RBID. The ABC for this contract is 15,276,539 239 pesos and 69 centavos. The size range, small B, license category C and D, largest single project, 15 million, allowable range of contract up to 30 million. For major category of works involved in the contract to be bid, flood control, construction, drainage, closed and open conduits. For similar categories of work, road construction PCCP, road construction asphalt, road rehab PCCP, road rehab asphalt. For water supply, level 2 and 3. Construction, pipe water with communal or private water point. And flood control, hydraulics drainage, flood control, hydraulic dams, flood control, hydraulics river control. Must include major categories of work of both substructure and superstructure. For 24E8-0028, rehabilitation of Cambahaw flood control structure. The ABC for this contract is 77,199,999 pesos and 72 centavos. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. Size range medium A, license category B, largest single project above 15 million up to 75 million. Allowable range of contract is up to 150 million. The major categories of work involved in the contract to be bid: flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, either revetment, retaining structures, wire net. The following are the similar categories of work that shall be considered in the evaluation of work experience required for the contract. Roads construction, slope protection using structural measures, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. For flood control, hydraulics, river control, ports, harbors, causeway, flood control, hydraulic dams. So it must include major structural components of both substructure and superstructure. For 24E8-0029, rehabilitation of flood control structure at Sitio Samahan, Barangay Patoo, Uchoman, Romblon. So the contract, the ABC for this project, the ABC for this project is 77,200,000. The major categories of work for the contract to be procured, flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, wire net, revetment, retaining structure. The required pickup license for the contract is as follows. Size range, medium A. License category B, largest single project above 15 million up to 75 million, and the allowable range of contracts up to 150 million. The following are the similar categories of work: roads construction, slope protection using structural measures, revetment, retaining structures, wire net, flood control, hydraulics, river control, ports, harbors, causeway, flood control, hydraulic dam. So the following qualifiers shall be applied to the contract. It must include major structural components of both substructure and superstructure. For contract ID 24EH0030, rehabilitation of flood control structure at Sitio Tulay along Parpagoa River. Location is San Andres, Romblon. The ABC for this contract is 80,422,134 pesos and 58 centavos. So the pickup license for this contract is as follows. Size range, medium A. License category B. Largest single project above 15 million up to 75 million, and the allowable range of contract is up to 150 million. The following are the major categories of work: flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, either revetment, retaining structures, or wire net. The similar categories of works are roads construction, slope protection using structural measures, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. Flood control, hydraulics, river control, ports, harbors, causeway, flood control, hydraulic dams. For qualifiers, must include major structural components of both substructure and superstructure. For 24EH0031, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse and landslide along Parpagoa, Marigondon, Binoog Road. K0020 plus 893.59 to K0021. For second section, K0021 plus 00 to K0021 plus 042.8. So the ABC for this contract is 82,024,999 pesos and 38 centavos. For required pickup license, small range, medium A, license category B, largest single project above 15 million up to 75 million, allowable range of contract up to 150 million. For roads construction, slope protection using structural measures, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. For similar categories of work, flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. Flood control, hydraulics, river controls. The following qualifiers shall be applied to this contract: must include structure components of both substructure and superstructure. For our plans and program of works, will you please present it, Jen? The 8 project.
For plans and program of works, for 23H171, rehabilitation of DPWH gymnasium and laboratory building, we have already an approved plans and approved program of works and ABC with an amount of 6,355,800. For the 24EH 0025, rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridges, Gigo Salvador Bridge, with we have already an approved plan, approved PAO and ABC with an amount of 1,469,999 pesos and 47. For 24EH 0026, we have already an approved plan for construction, upgrading, rehabilitation of drainage along Sipuyan Circumferential Road, kilometer 37 plus 851 to 38. And also the approved plans and approved PAO and ABC with an amount of 7,176,539 pesos and 68. For 24EH 0027, we have already an approved plan for construction, upgrading, rehabilitation of drainage along Douglas Circumferential Road, kilometer 56 to 57. And also the approved program of works and ABC with an amount of 15,276,239 pesos and 67. For 24EH 0028, we have already an approved plan for rehabilitation of Cambahao flood control structure and approved PAO and ABC with an amount of 77,199,999 pesos and 70. Next, for the 24EH 0029, we have already an approved plan for rehabilitation of flood control structure Asidio Samahan, Patoko. We have already an approved PAO and ABC with an amount of 77,200,000 pesos.
Pesos, 200,000.
Ay, 200,000 pesos, sorry. Next is 24EH 0030. We have already an approved plan for rehabilitation of flood control structure at Sitio Tulay along Parpagoha River, San Andres, Romblon. We have already an approved PAO and ABC with an amount of 80,422,134 and 58 centavos. And the last one is 24EH 0031, rehabilitation of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide along Parpagoha, Marigondon, Binoo Road with a station limit of kilometer 20 plus 893.59 to kilometer 21 plus 042.8. So we have already an approved plan, approved PAO and ABC with an amount of 82,024,999 pesos and 38 centavos. That's all.
Thank you, Engineer Jen. Will you please go back to 24EH 0027 for the ABC?
15,276,239 pesos and
69?
69 po.
Oh, 69. So, the correct point is 69 centavos. And for contract ID 24EH 0031, will you please check the plan, Jen? Is, nakalagay ba sa plan nito, the design is wireless. So, it means to say that it is patent. Or, so, to all prospective bidders for this contract ID 24EH 0031, so patent is required as per the operative. No? So, again, thank you, Jen. So, prospective bidders should be registered with and classified by the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or the PCAB with PCAB license category C and D, D, A, AA, and AAA. Size range small a, medium B, large A, and large be respectively for appropriate license classification. The description of eligible bidders is contained on the bidding documents, particularly in Annex 2-1.1B, Section 2 and 3 of bidding documents. So contractors or applicants who wish to participate in this bidding are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH Civil Works Application or CWA at DPWH Procurement Service, 5th floor DPWH Building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila, while those already enrolled shall keep the records current and updated. The contractor's eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using the DPWH contractor profile eligibility process and subject to further post-qualification. Information on registration can be obtained from PRS during working days from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the 2016 RIR revised IRR of Republic Act 9184, otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act. The contractor shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder who was determined as such during post-qualification. So interested bidders may obtain further information from the Department of Public Works and Highways, Rongol District Engineering Office of Johan Romblon, and inspect the bidding documents at BAC Secretariat, main DPWH Romblon DEO, main building, 3rd floor, Procurement Office of Johan Romblon, during weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders from October 19, 28 to November 7 from the address I stated. Upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 5,000 each, 5,000 for contract ID 24EH 0025, 10,000 each for 24EH 0026, and 23EH 0171, 25,000 each for 24EH 0027, and 50,000 each for 24EH 0027, 24EH 0029, 24EH 0030, and 24EH 0031. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of GPP Philippine or website of the PhilJeps and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidder shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of the bids. The DPWH Romblon District Engineering Office the bid opening shall be conducted on November 7, 2023 at 9 a.m. at DPWH Main Building, 3rd floor, Procurement Office of Johan Romblon. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who chose to attend at the address I stated. Late bids shall not be accepted, for bids will be accepted only on or before November 7, 2023 at 9 a.m. The DPWH Romblon District Engineering Office reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 41 of RA 9184 and its IRR, without hereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. The prospective bidders is also advised to conduct site inspection of the projects to be bid. Are there any questions, guys? So since there's none, our pre-bid conference is adjourned.